One. And we're live. It is the Sam Thomas Show. No, sorry, right. It's EuroAsia Scrum. That's the other name for it. And here we are. Another, well, I would say it was a bright and beautiful morning. It's sort of a grey and cloudy morning here in London. Let's go to Sweden here.
It's the same here in Sweden, actually.
Right. Oh, I see this. I see automatically a change here. It's got like a status waiting for next Scrum, and there's like green dots.
So you can go to your profile and you can select from a list of predefined statuses. Actually,
I see.
we don't allow. This is the first iteration, so
Yeah.
We were thinking about allowing everybody to write whatever they want, but we ended up with this right now. We can think about it later.
Sure.
There was no clear, thoughts.
Sure, right. And what does the green dot represent?
The green dot represents that you are online and active on the application.
Ah, okay. Like you've actually, within the last 5 minutes, you've done some activity.
Actually, I arbitrarily put it down to 10 minutes.
Oh, no, right. Okay, but yeah, oh, cool.
It's not the best tool, but every time the application controller is hit, so basically whenever you do something, it does a small check whether, when was the last time you did anything, and then those 10, well, what it does, it touches the database, so it just updates the an attribute in the database.
Sure.
And we use that to check whether you're online, quote unquote, because you never know if you're really online. Sure. But it's at least it's a way to see that. It's not the best way, but it's a tool.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. Yes, and that's very.
And in the next iteration, I'm hoping to. I mean, we have to decide whether we want to sort this index on users that are online firsthand, and then with the highest karma point, or whatever we want. What sort of sorting we want to use.
Sure. Fair enough. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Well, I was going to, I was going to say how are things with you. They're clearly very interesting. Anything to add and on top of that?
Yes, well, I basically, I just got a little bit ahead of myself. I pushed out a lot of new code.
Okay.
So there's not all features are activated yet because I have to do some manual updates on the server. But in the later Scrum today, I can showcase and demonstrate this mailer functionality for you.
Okay.
But I would rather that we could have a proper client meeting this week. Since we pushed a lot of, our sprint ended yesterday, and it would be good if we could go over some stuff.
Okay.
But other than that, I'll be working a little with Sasha on the statistics page. We're implementing a nice jQuery-based map that showcases where our members are coming from, and we have members from 77 countries, so that's amazing, I think.
Yeah.
And we want to show that nicely, and also we're calculating the amount of pair programming minutes and Scrum minutes for the last week or month or whatever.
Right. Great.
So because since we had a lot of discussion about those goals, I think it's worth showing to the world what we actually do and where we are and stuff like that.
Sure.
Anyway, yes. Apart from that, I'll be pushing out. If nobody else wants to do that, I'll be recording a week 4 video for the AV102 course and push that out through to the site. And also, I assume that I can do a mail, the Google group message about week 4.
Yes.
So I'll do that today. And we also received a message from
Code Mentors or something, or Code Montage. Code, great.
Yeah. So I replied to her, and she actually, she wrote back saying that somebody will
join us at some point.
Oh, cool. Whatever. Yeah.
Great.
No impediments. That's all from me, I guess.
Okay. All right. Gosh, so many things. So yes. On that note, as I just mentioned, I went in and I was sort of looking through all the different things we have on the homepage here as places to put the goals. I mean, they could also go down somewhere in here, but just in the first instance, I threw them in here. I added a little bit of text about them, and I also went and added this from myself. I think, what I'm tempted to do now is ping Maria and Risa examples of some A/B testimonials here.
Yeah, perhaps I can write something down as well.
I think that would be excellent. Yes, do please throw something together. I think I'm kind of I would love for it to be ultimately what's the word. Like at the moment, I think that this ends up being too much walls of text. I want to pull in like people's a link to the profile and their image or something, and just ultimately it would be lovely to have something that was kind of rotating those this is maybe copying too much of Pat Ratzer, but rotating those testimonials on the front page, because I think that has huge. At least I feel that has a huge impact. I don't know. So managed to do that this morning, giving some feedback to Michael on the use of nested attributes for local support, other things that happened. So that AV102, I kind of reviewed that very, very quickly in the back. Really didn't even review it. I just kind of adjusted the dates and removed the chat elements and got it set to push out. Did you take a pass through the materials at all the week before?
I listened to the videos and before going to bed last night, and I don't see any flaw. I don't see any reason to revisit right now. There's always room for improvement.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I think that the key thing that I was thinking is that and particularly if you're recording the week 4 release video, which now has been found. I think it was nice last time that we had a different person doing it each week. Obviously, people are now different levels. But it's great for you to be doing it consistently, as consistent faces are important. What I would say is, can you, if as you're recording that video, can you explicitly mention that now what I think won't have been mentioned in the videos that we had from last time is the project track. So if you could flag, HTML blink tags, whatever it takes, get it tattooed on your chest and do a kind of raise your t-shirt and say, guys, look, it's so project track. And so hopefully we'll see a lot of these people in pairing sessions and so on. But what we want to emphasize to them is that there are these certificates available, not just for the TA thing, which of course we'll love their help with for the TAing, but if they want to get project certificates, then it's basically rinse and repeat for the activity they do in week 4, and they should do that going forward. So that's
I was considering that, that because I know that this is the last week of the theory part of the course, and we're so yes, I'll definitely focus on that in this presentation video.
Excellent, thank you. So of course, I was doing that stuff on AV102 in the awards evening.
Yes, how did that go last night?
That went nice. There was a lot of people there. I was nominated in the category with 20 other people for it was for projects that bring people together, potentially locally, nationally, and internationally.
Did you win?
I did not win on this occasion, but so that was in. But I got a nice certificate. That I've actually got a photo. I didn't bring it into the office this morning, but I got quite an impressive certificate from being nominated. And I think it's the kind of thing. The woman who won in my category, I imagine, had been volunteering for 10 or 20 years. So I don't know. I suspect Rachel may nominate me each year going forward, and maybe one year. We'll see. But that was. It was I kind of also slipped out relatively early because it was getting late. But it's interesting, and this is for the borough that I live in. It's their annual rewarding the volunteer heroes, as they say. So I've got this certificate, which maybe I'll kind of put an image up for that. It's what was slightly disappointing was, so they had the relatively famous British person is this newsreader who's famous for his support of the volunteering sector, whose name escapes. What's his name? Forgot his name.
He's famous, so
yeah, but he's a famous guy. So the people who were winning, they were giving them there was an award, a kind of a glass statue thing, and then there was also they had a big, everybody who won got a donation of money to the charity of their choice, and they had these big checks, the ones
I know,
so everybody can see, and so they were getting these photo opportunities where they basically had they're shaking hands with the famous person, receiving the award in front of being handed a big check, and that would have been a fantastic publicity shot.
Absolutely.
For us. So I'll certainly be looking to attend in future years to see if
next time.
Yeah, next time. Anyway, so that was. But I saw Rachel and Steve, and it's other good. All the people associated with that's the local support clients.
Let's if you have any materials about this, I can tweet some stuff out there.
Yeah. I'll put them up. And I have got some photos. Actually, not of me, but of the actual event, and we afterwards. So Alex, who is the designer guy, he's got a photo of me and Rachel with the the certificate.
Yeah. Let's get our hands on that because it's. But listen, talking about the local support, I was browsing through some documents last night.
Yes.
On this document that you guys wrote about this proposal for funding.
Oh yes, the nominate proposal or something.
Yes, there are some nice language in there about the project itself. You know, and I would like you to perhaps, if you could. The project presentation on website 1 is kind of dry. It's about local support. There's not much text in it.
Oh, okay, right. Yes, I mean, I did try to move a lot more over, and I got into kind of a really weird Mercury editing bind, and kind of backed off from it. So yes, I mean,
operator error probably because it works perfectly.
Well, I think operator error. I mean, it just I didn't have time to the requisite operator time in order to fix the issue.
I understand. But because we did introduce this project pitch, me and Christopher recently.
Yes. No, and you noticed. So I did update it on both autograders and local support. But yes, it's not as much. So you see here, I've updated it on autograders. I had it on my to-do list, and as you saw, I updated the local support one, but not in great. No, I guess that was the thing. I did not, because what we've got is we've got the project overview document here itself.
Yes.
In the first instance, I tried to take this, or a large portion of it, and copy it over into the thing. But which was the document that you were particularly, you were referring to some other document in?
Yeah, there was something on Google Docs.
Okay, that was linked to from somewhere.
Yes, but let me. It's not an important thing. I can find it.
But if you find it and send it to me, I can certainly.
Yes. Or if it's okay, I can take the liberty to actually update that pitch.
Oh, perhaps. Sure. No. Go ahead. Go ahead. That would be great.
If I have some time. Because I think it's relevant that those, at least the ones that are active, the active projects are updated. Well, and I'm going to talk to Motasem about him updating the Opsora presentation.
I mean, one thing that, as I was reviewing this morning, and I was looking at see our list of active projects, I felt like I've gone the wrong way now. I felt like that made me feel that. I mean, I know that we've got like a project kind of re-watting underway, if you know what I mean. Like this page is going to be completely redesigned.
Because
but I guess it might make sense to. I mean, we've got the projects as far as I know. Do they each have Do they have a status?
Yes, project status active. It says active there. Yes.
Yeah. Right. I mean, it might be. I don't know if it depends on the timeline for the new page. But if there was some way we could sort of deactivate some of the ones that are clearly inactive and just have them not appear in this list. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's not. Maybe we just wait however many days it is for the new.
I can do it. I can push that out really fast. But just give. We had this. We spoke about this before in March or April, something. And the decision there was, just showcase as much as possible, even they are not if they're not active. So that's why.
Yes. Oh, sure. No. I think it's. I think things are now changing in terms of.
Yes. I'm totally in favor of that, but I remember that you specifically said that.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I certainly felt that we shouldn't delete the things. I mean, we kind of want there to be material that people can browse through. But I guess, I'm becoming more conscious of, that people are now we're kind of talking about one of the key goals that has come up through the community as being, the promotion of active projects, which I think, the new page layout is going to do. So maybe we just wait for that. But this was just on.
What I do, because they haven't. Christopher hasn't started that. I mean, he has started the.
He did the wireframe,
but we don't have a time frame for that. So let me just Should I arbitrarily just turn them off, or?
I would say that you could take you know, like if I looking down this list, I would say that at the moment things like, you know, med biomarkers, open edX, the Odin project, we actually have a project for this one, don't we? The funniest computer ever, the P2P scheduler.
You want to turn off the funniest computer? What?
Well, no, I'd say it's inactive. There's nobody working on it at the moment. So it's sort of, I mean, I don't have time to do it this year. So Project Status becomes inactive. I mean, ideally, what we would like is that if projects are inactive, you know, people can explicitly volunteer.
I would say let's reactivate the funniest computer ever. Try to do that.
Sure. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Well, no, I have this kind of cunning plan to turn it into a student project for the Makers people. But.
Oh, okay.
But yes. I mean, I guess in particular I guess it's the ones that have never really been active, like med biomarkers. Like sounds good because it's PHP and this guy, but he came in and never did anything. So and same with OpenEdX's Python and so. Maybe it's not worth it at the moment. It's.
I'll have a look at it when I have some time over.
I think it's not so important. We should wrap up the Scrum. So was that all the things? So I talked about AB102. We talked about So I mean, I pushed up the MOOC content last night, and of course, as usual, it overwrote the date settings and it accidentally released it earlier, and that was a mistake. But so I must kind of go through the list of all the things that need to be done from the MOOC, and give everybody the requisite access to it. So I'll be in touch with that. But I think it's gonna be the big idea that I sort of had overnight is that I kind of, for the Ronin system, which you now have access to the code base, is I kind of want to split it into gems and make all of the gems open source and basically make it an Agile Ventures project, I think, or at least make the individual components of it Agile Ventures projects, and then I can start bringing in, I've got a sort of a cloud of people who are interested in collaborating on it, and then maybe I can bring them in through Agile Ventures Scrum. I feel very reticent about having a project in here that doesn't have an explicitly open source component. But I think that's the direction I want to go in, and I think I can make a good pitch to my CEO that this is going to be the way to move forward and not cost the earth, so to speak, in terms of hiring developers. Anyway,
I like that system. I'm quite interested in this for the Cordelia thing. Mm-hmm. I have some. We don't have to go into that now, but I had some discussion with people here in Sweden about the Cordelia project.
Okay.
But if there's anything concise, I'll tell you about it. But some stuff happening at least. So.
Okay, all right. Well, that sounds like I think we're kind of on the case. We'll see what exciting trials and tribulations arise today. But good catching up with you, Thomas, and I'll see you probably in the Atlantic Scrum.
Absolutely. Take it easy.
All right, take care. Bye for now, Thomas.
Long and prosper.
Nanu.
Oh, yeah.